Today is the 23rd day of the 12th month in the 9th year of Channel Group, January 25, 2022. To begin our day, let's offer our respect and gratitude to our Heavenly Parent, the true parents of heaven, earth, and all humankind. Changjing Champumunike, Kangbe, Aro, let us recite the family pledge. Number one, our family, the honor of Channel Group, pledges to seek a original homeland and build the kingdom of God on earth and in heaven, the original ideal of creation by centering on true love. 2. Our family, the honor of Channel Group, pledges to represent and become central to heaven and earth by attending the Heavenly Parent and True Parents. We pledge to perfect the beautiful family way of filial sons and daughters in our family, patriots in our nation, saints in the world, and divine sons and daughters in heaven and on earth by centering on true love. 3. Our family, the honor of Channel Group, pledges to perfect the four great realms of heart, the three great kingships, and the realm of the royal family by centering on true love. 4. Our family, the honor of Channel Group, pledges to build the universal family encompassing heaven and earth, which is the Heavenly Parent's ideal of creation, and perfect the world of freedom, peace, unity, and happiness by centering on true love. 5. Our family, the honor of Channel Group, pledges to strive every day to advance the unification of the spirit world and the physical world as subject and object partners by centering on true love. 6. Our family, the honor of Channel Group, pledges to become a family that moves heavenly fortune by embodying the Heavenly Parent and True Parents, and to perfect a family that conveys heaven's blessing to our community by centering on true love. 7. Our family, the honor of Channel Group, pledges through living for the sake of others to perfect the world based on the culture of heart, which is rooted in the original lineage by centering on true love. 8. Our family, the honor of Channel Group, pledges having entered the era of Channel Group to achieve the ideal of God and human beings united in love through absolute faith, absolute love, and absolute obedience, and to perfect the realm of liberation and complete freedom in the kingdom of God on earth and in heaven by centering on true love.
Good morning, everyone. So I would like to start our morning devotion. I would like to call on Mr. Raymark Baez to give the opening prayer.
Okay, let us pray. Good morning to you, our most precious Heavenly Parents and our true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. Heavenly Parents, once again, we're so grateful and thankful for this day as you gather us and family to receive another words of inspiration from our beloved true parents, Heavenly Parents. Heavenly Parents, today, before we start our day, we offer ourselves in gratitude to you for having a new motivation in life, new inspiration to continue doing mission, Heavenly Parents, especially for helping all the people to receive your blessing, Heavenly Parents. Heavenly Parents, we're so thankful for all the blessing that we receive from you, Heavenly Parents, even though sometimes we are not worthy to receive those blessings, Heavenly Parents. Heavenly Parents, we pray you once again for the word, Heavenly Parent, especially for all the people, Heavenly Parent, to all the people who are in pain at this moment of time, Heavenly Parent, to all the people who are suffering, who are dying in the midst of this pandemic, Heavenly Parent. I'm praying for the health of each and everyone, Heavenly Parent. Heavenly Parent, also pray for the Heavenly Korea, Heavenly Parent, to our beloved True Mother who are working so hard for the unity of North and South Korea, Heavenly Parent, for fatherland, Heavenly Parent. I'm praying for all the members, Heavenly Parents, John Bocopo, blessed families, members who are working so hard, Heavenly Parent, especially uh, in this nation, Heavenly Parents, Philippines, Heavenly Parent, to our national leader, who are still working so hard, Heavenly Parent, to restore this nation, Heavenly Parent. Praying, Heavenly Parent, to all the sins that we committed in everyday life, Heavenly Parent, all about condition. We're not doing so much for the providence, Heavenly Parent, especially for not overcoming sometimes our desires, Heavenly Parent, not overcoming our fully nature, Heavenly Parent. Praying for that, Heavenly Parent. Once again, Heavenly Parent, we're so thankful for today as we continue once again doing mission, Heavenly Parent, this day, Heavenly Parent, to receive another words of inspiration from you. Once again, thank you so much for everything, for the guidance, and for this prayer on behalf of these brothers and sisters. In the parent's name, Aju.
Thank you, Brother Raymark. Now let's all have our unison prayer. Thank you for this morning. Good, good morning, everyone. Now let's do our morning greetings. Good morning, our most loving heavenly parents and true parents. Good morning to our leaders. And good morning to all brothers and sisters in the Zoom. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. So, I am Jing Villarta Fuentes from Davao Region. I will be your host today. So, to continue with our morning devotion, let me call on Rona Julia Fuentes for the reading of True Mother's Memoir. Huh? No. Oh.
The reading is from Mother of Peace, a memoir by Hakjahan Moon. Chapter 7. Today's growing pains brings tomorrow's sunshine. Some young people complain that adults tell them to work harder without giving them credit for the effort they are already making. Some become pessimistic, feeling that no matter how hard they try, they can't get ahead and that society is at fault. But they need to take an honest look at how much effort they have actually made. Complaint and distrust will not get us far. Young people need to follow a virtuous path of sacrifice, service, and love. Youth by Samuel Ullman is one of my favorite poems. I like the passage, youth is not a time of life, it is a state of mind. With a purpose-driven heart, anyone regardless of age can live a fresh life with youthful passion. In August 1987, Hyojin Moon, our eldest son, was president of the World Collegiate Association for the Research of Principles. In existence since 1966, CARP is a campus organization that promotes principals and raises leaders. In that time of ideological confusion on college campuses, Hyojin convened the Fourth World CARP Assembly in West Berlin, Germany, in the midst of thousands of pro-communist agitators who were holding demonstrations near the wall. These agitators knew that CARP was opposed to communism and that 3,000 young people were attending its annual convention in the city. Groups of them protested and created disturbances outside the convention venue. On the last day of the assembly, Hyojin spoke to the audience and then declared, "Let us now march to the Berlin Wall." After a 2-hour march, braving threats and disturbances along the route, they arrived at the wall and encountered a large group of communist sympathizers. There, our members claimed the area that was reserved for their rally, pushing these counter demonstrators away. After an energetic rally, Hyojin took the stage, spoke with great passion, and then wept as he led the group in prayer at the wall. They finished by singing the Korean song, "Our cherished hopes are for unity." I feel that our members praying and singing together with Hyojin that day were the seeds of change. 2 years later, the Berlin Wall came down. The passion of youth transcends borders and breaks down walls. Young people of true passion have the spirit to challenge themselves and the world around them. Many young people today, however, seem to be losing this spirit. Successful cultures train their youths to strengthen and purify their minds and bodies through everything from meditation to martial arts. We should not allow these traditions of training our youth to become relics of the past. We should revive them to create schools in which young men and women can strengthen body and mind and discover their true purpose. Turn passion into purpose, purpose into principles. As my husband and I traveled throughout Korea and the world, we were deeply saddened to see young people buried in a bleak reality, giving up on their dreams and wandering aimlessly without goals. We saw others who were setting lofty goals but could not accomplish them by themselves. Out of concern for this, in 1993, I went on a speaking tour to guide Korean students at more than 40 Korean universities. It was a long and challenging tour that took me to virtually all the universities in Korea. In several instances, students of different religious or ideological persuasion opposed my coming and sought to turn me away at the gate. But I persevered, and in the end, I spoke at all the universities. On this foundation, my husband and I created the Youth Federation for World Peace in Washington, D.C. in July 1994, with representatives from 163 countries. People, young and old, idealistic and full of energy, gathered with the heart of love for God, love for people, and love for one's nation. Everyone felt strong resolve to realize true families and manifest good values in their lives. After the inauguration, we headed out into the world with ambition to set up branches in 160 nations within less than a year. The eager responses we got illustrated the burning aspirations of youth. One of YFWP's signature achievements was to bring together youth from North and South Korea in conferences on the principles of peace as first steps toward the unification of the Korean peninsula. YFWP's core messages and activities are now blossoming through organizations such as the recently founded International Association of Youth and Students for Peace, Young Clergy Leadership Conference, and Adult Ministry. The Generation Peace Academy reaches youth in their gap year between high school and college, and does the Special Task Force, These are service and education programs taking place in the United States, Europe, and Oceania. These streams flow into CARP, which is ever more active, connecting students and professors on college campuses. The goal for all of these programs are to raise up exemplary, loving individuals and families that emphasize purity in love and service to others as an expression of their relationship with God. Keeping one's mind and body healthy, strong and pure is a lifelong task, and its importance is greatest during our youth. When we are young, we stand at a crossroads. We have to decide whether to take the goal that satisfies selfish desires or the road toward a great dream. As we begin the stage of life following childhood, we should be beautiful young men and women, ready to launch ourselves into the world with a courage that comes from having great dreams. The best training is on the ocean. A stream, a small stream ran behind my hometown, the village of Anju. Except in the middle of winter, when everything was frozen solid, the trickling sound of running water could always be heard. I became friends with that water and learned many truths from it. Water always flows from above to below. Water embraces everything. It changes its shape to fit whatever contours it meets. In addition, water has duality. It can be peaceful and romantic when still, but if it becomes angry, it can swallow everything in an instant. Aju. Thank you, Rona.
Thank you, Rona. Oh, so good. Going forward, let us once again listen to the grateful expression of our family members. This time, I would like to call on Miss Sandra Tripoli to share her 10 points of gratitude. Let's give her a warm of applause. Nakamute ko kanina. Sige lang po kamute. Lagyan ko mute na po. Sandra. Hello, San. Oh my God, asa na si Sandra? Hello, Sandra. Hello. Hello, Sandra. Nawala lagi. Asa pa ako cellphone natin? Hello, Sandra. Nasa naman to si Sandra. Huh? Hello, San. Hello, Sandra. Tawagin mo. Hello. It's not something na dali lang tulihan. Kinahanglan ko dito. Wala si Sandra? Kor. Si Sandra ba?
She's not here po sa Zoom.
Oh my God.
Asa daw si Ate Sandra?
Siya na.
Mayroon mo na, wala na. Asa daw si Ate Sandra?
Okay, let's call I would like to call on Brother Andy Persia for the 10 points of gratitude. Di pala prepared si Sam.
Ako na lang.
Sige na, sige na.
Gi-chat ko. Gi-chat ka?
Wala naman ako naka-prepare. Anyway, I have something, many things to be grateful this Mhm. Good morning, everyone. Mama, change mo, ano mo, wait coffee. Ano mo, ikaw mo yung ano.
Hindi, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay, it's okay. Mayroon kasi kaming ano yung sounds namin doon sa loob.
Okay, proceed.
Good morning, everyone. So I'd like to share my 10 points of gratitude for this morning. Uh, First, I am grateful today because we're having new life, new determination to continue with our life of faith. Second, I am thankful and grateful because we are uh, we have family that always are united, united with true parents, and continue working to support to true parents' mission. Third, I am grateful and thankful because day by day, true parents are giving me new energy in order to continue my work as a government officials, a government employee. And fourth, I am grateful and thankful because we have despite of many limitations, we still can have support. Our family here in Davao region still can support the Providence of Restoration. Fifth, I am also grateful and thankful because we as a family can bring together in uniting our vision, our goal in supporting True Mother, especially with this vision to support for the reunification of North and South Korea. And the sixth, I am grateful and thankful because um, in my we are having we have given chance to do our hondoke every day, especially today. It's more than 365 days doing our condition day by day, and our family doing the mission to or the hondoke together as in our homes. And seventh, I am grateful and thankful because we have our leaders who support the Providence, always ready to support and work for the Providence. And eight, thankful we are thankful and grateful because we have always Ate Jing and all our brothers and sisters always ready to be in the service of our two parents day by day. And fifth, our ninth, we are grateful and thankful also because we have also our brother, especially brother Kuya Jun, who is always with us all in our family. In especially, he is very committed to support our Providence here in Davao region, spite of many members are not connecting to the family. Mm. And lastly, I am grateful and thankful because today you have given me chance to share my 10 points of gratitude. And despite I am busy, in fact, I am ready to go to school, but we still have time to go on forward. Thank you and good morning.
Thank you for your 10 points of gratitude, Brother Andy. Na special mention pa kami ni Brother Joe. Thank you very much. So next, let us again, listen to an offering presentation to be rendered by our sister, the daughter of our regional leader, Joy Jucades. Let us give her a warm applause.
Morning, Heavenly Parent to parents. Good morning to all the leaders, Chumbo families, brothers and sisters. Good morning. I will dedicate this song especially for our Heavenly Parent to parents and to all of you brothers and sisters. Look at me, I will never pass for a perfect bride or a perfect daughter. Can it be? I'm not meant to play this part. Now I see that if I were truly to be myself, I will break my family's heart. Who is that girl I see standing straight back at me? Why is my reflection someone I don't know? Somehow I cannot hide who I am, though I try. When will my reflection show who I am inside? How I prayed that a time will come I can free myself from their expectations. On that day, I'll discover some way to be myself and to make my family proud. They want the dark lamp. No one knows who I am. Must there be a secret me I'm forced to hide? Must I pretend that I'm someone else for all time? When will my reflection show who I am inside? When will my reflection show who I am inside? Samida.
Thank you, Joy. Thank you very much. Thank you. So finally, we have come to the main part of this morning's session. Without further ado, let us all welcome once again our national leader, Reverend Leo Angelo Halog, for this morning's internal guidance. Let's give him a warm of applause.
Maraming salamat po. Thank you very much, our elder sister, Ate Jing. Thank you so much. I would like to greet our heavenly parents and true parents. Good morning, our beloved heavenly parents and our true parents. To all our beloved leaders, Chango families, the central families, And brothers and sisters, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Good morning once again and welcome to our National Morning Devotion. Thank you for joining us once again today, and also thank you to our Davao Region family, Region 11, for hosting today's morning devotion. And thank you for that wonderful offering song, our Sister Joy, really inspiring song for this morning. And also, I would like to thank Kuya Andy for sharing his 10 points of gratitude. Truly, our Hunduke is full of really inspiration, also receiving from our beloved brothers and sisters. Maraming salamat po. So this morning, I would like to continue. I would like to share so today I will going to share about the blessed families are the key to the gates of the kingdom of heaven. So for also few days we are talking about blessed family, about life of blessed family. I think this is really very important for us to understand, not only for us who has already families, but our young brothers and sisters can look forward to really preparing well themselves. So today I would like to share this topic entitled "Blessed Families Are the Key to the Gates of the Kingdom of Heaven." So let us study together. True Father said, "It is the moment of their perfection as a man and a woman. After marrying, the moment when a couple first experiences conjugal love is the moment of their perfection as a man and a woman. They reign supreme, they reign supreme. The man is the antenna that represents God's entire plus world, all male characteristics and right-sided things. The woman is the antenna that represents God's entire minus world, all female characteristics and left-sided things. Their union is like the point at which a negative charge and a positive charge meet at the top of the antenna. So really very clearly today, True Fathers emphasizing that after marrying, when a man and woman come together through their conjugal relationship, conjugal love, that's the time that they will be perfected as a man and as a woman. So meaning as we are saying that until a woman married, she cannot really become a real woman. The same is true with the man, right? So this is the time when man and woman come together through marriage, and then they have their, uh, they come together through their conjugal relationship, conjugal love. That's the time that a person can become a perfected man and perfected woman, as a man and as a woman. So this is what Father is saying. That's why without marrying, without entering to conjugal relationship, a man cannot really become a true man, right? And then a woman also cannot become a true woman. So this is how important it is for us to understand. So Father is explaining that man is representing all the positive, like right-sided, the male characteristic of heavenly parent, and then the woman, the other side, the minus and the female characteristic and left-sided thing. So without man and woman coming together, even heavenly parent cannot really be perfected. So their union, Father said, is like the point at which a negative charge and a positive charge meet at the top of the antenna. So their coming is really the completion, right, of heavenly parent, and really the time that man and woman can truly resemble our heavenly parent through their coming together and through marriage. When they start their conjugal relationship, their conjugal love, then they become true man and become true woman. So really, it's really very beautiful to really understand this very, very important point. Many young people now, they're not really thinking of getting married. They're thinking that getting married is like a problem, right? Why are you going to get, sabi nila, bakit ka kukuha ng bato may pukpok mo sa ulo mo. So they are thinking getting married, entering in this kind of relationship is a problem. This is truly a very serious problem in our society now, right? So how can young people see that getting married, entering in this relationship is a beautiful thing? So this is now our mission, our responsibility as placental families. We have to show to our society, to our community, how beautiful, right, to have a family. When man and woman come together with their children, right, then if people can see the true happiness that is being experienced by these families, naturally concept of people, especially our young people now, will going to change. Aju? Aju. So if they will only understand that this is the time that a man can be perfected, a woman can be perfected when they come together through marriage and then through their conjugal relationship. Aju? True Father said that the origin of love can finally emerge and connect to our life. So the place where a man and a woman make love is where they achieve perfection as a man, as a woman. The royal palace of love that can settle on earth as the center of heaven and earth begins from that point. Then the origin of love can finally emerge and connect to our life. Our lineage is connected to that place. At the same time, a nation comes forth from that place. The kingdom of heaven on earth and in heaven begins from the place where the gates of the first love are open. So that's why Father is saying here that finally the origin of love can emerge and connect to our life when a man and woman, centering on their conjugal relationship, on their love relationship, then they can achieve, perfection as a man and as a woman. So this is where the origin of love can finally emerge. Father said, so originally Adam and Eve, right? So our lineage is connected to that place. At the same time, a nation comes forth from that place. So also building a nation. How can we build our nation? Realizing a world of peace. Everything begins from here. So without, man and woman coming together and completing this love, centering on, their conjugal relationship, right? The starting point. This is where, sabi ni Father dito, the origin of love can finally emerge and connect to our life. Aju, so also our lineage is connected here. At the same time, our nation and then the world. So Father said, the kingdom of heaven on earth and in heaven begins from the place where the gates of the first love are open. Can you imagine? So where really kingdom of heaven begins? So it is not only by man and woman coming together, but it begins from where the gates of first love are open. So this is the time when man and woman, enter in the relationship and, consummate, centering on their conjugal relationship, love relationship. So how beautiful it is if only people can really understand, right? How sacred this love relationship between man and woman. This is where God can dwell and can come fully and join man and woman. This is where God can be perfected at the same time, right? So that's why kingdom of heaven, sabi ni Father, begins from the place where the gates of the first love are open. This is when the time that man and woman come together, centering on their love relationship or in their conjugal love. So how really beautiful it is, how really sacred. Everything begins from here. But what happens now, this became like, when people talk about this, people are not talking about this. Even parents are not teaching well to their children because it's like, very dirty thing. But actually, this is where, to recreate everything. This is the base to recreate everything, right? Centering on the love of a man and a woman. Everything begins from here. Establishment of kingdom of heaven begins from here. So how beautiful it is to let people understand clearly, especially our young people now. That's why our young children, how can we be able to really, teach them, all these things later on. So it should be coming from parents first, right? So how really beautiful it is if they can have this kind of this original concept about love, the relationship of man and woman, how beautiful this world will become, right? Father said the blessing allows us to connect the spirit world with the physical world. The blessing given in the Unification Church opens the path that fallen human beings must follow at all costs. No matter how much people oppose it, the blessing is of great importance because it allows us to connect the spirit world with the physical world. Today, most people of faith think that salvation means individual salvation. They believe that if they practice their faith well, they will go to the kingdom of heaven. However, based on God's original ideal, people are not meant to go to the kingdom of heaven alone. Rather, they are meant to go together with their beloved spouse and their beloved family. That's why, how can we help people understand, already we are living in different time. It's not only, sometimes one family, they have different religions, they have different faith. They're just thinking of, their own salvation. But how about their parents? How about their children? Right? So many families in the world until this time, they have their own, faith and religion. They actually don't care, with each other. They just think of their own salvation. So, but because of the blessing, Father said, the path were open for fallen human beings, to go to the original path where everyone, the entire family, not only as individual, but can go and be saved, right? So the blessing has opened the way for us. So that's why Father is telling us that the blessing is of great importance because it allows us to connect the spirit world with the physical world. So the blessing is not only even for physical world. That's why when true parents taught us, that like in the physical world, people get married here and then they're only thinking that marriage is only until physical world. That's why when their spouse, go to the spiritual world, they again marry. So their knowledge and understanding is just, very limited only until physical world. But Father's telling us that through the blessing, it connects the physical world and the spiritual world. That's why this blessing, is eternal. Once you are blessed, that's already for eternity. Even you go to the spiritual world, even, sometimes the spouse goes to the spiritual world first, and then even though the spouse is in the spiritual world, the another spouse is in the physical world, they are still connected and they are still one. So really the blessing has opened the way and have connected the physical world and the spiritual world. Truly amazing. So Father said, people will not go to kingdom of heaven alone, but rather we go as a family together with our spouse and our children. So without family, actually without, receiving the blessing, without having spouse, cannot go to the kingdom of heaven. So this kind of understanding of people, right? So how can we continue, really to teach and help people understand about this one? So how beautiful it is if people from here, starting their life in the physical world, have this really clear thinking and understanding about, the spiritual world, and then through the blessing, they have, been connected to the spiritual world even while they are in the physical world. That's why they become more aware in their life in the physical world, right? So without the blessing, there's no way, right? So people continue to live that kind of life only thinking for themselves. So that's why the blessing allows us, and open the way for us, and it connected the physical world and the spiritual world. True Father said, who has the key to the gates of the kingdom of heaven? Adam and Eve should have had the key to heaven, and they should have opened the gates on the levels of the individual, family, tribe, people, and nation. Now that those families have been organized, they should be brought together so that the gates to the kingdom of heaven can be opened with the key. This can take place on the foundation of the joint blessing of the spirit world and the physical world in complete unity and oneness, which has been established on the worldwide level. Thus, the kingdom of heaven, which has remained vacant for millions of years since the time of Adam and Eve, can be filled all at once. So originally, it is our first human ancestors, Adam and Eve, they have the key of opening the kingdom of heaven. So they should have opened the gates in all levels, from the individual, if Adam and Eve, perfected themselves, and then waited for the right time, right? And then receive the blessing from Heavenly Parent, and then become the true embodiment of Heavenly Parent in the physical world. Adam and Eve should have opened the gates of the kingdom of heaven in the individual, in the family, in the tribal, people, nation, all these levels. So they have the key, but because of Adam and Eve have lost, their path, the blessing because of the fall. So Father said, now that blessed families have been organized because of true parents coming and really completing the mission, the original purpose of Adam and Eve. So true parents have restored everything and completed everything. And then through true parents, blessed families now were born. So now because of blessed families, Father said, now have been organized, they are the ones, they should be brought together so that the gates to the kingdom of heaven can be opened with the key. So we are the ones, the blessed families, now Chonbo families. We are the ones who are opening, the gates of the kingdom of heaven. Now when you become Chonbo, that's why Mother gave us this opportunity to really become the true citizen of the kingdom of heaven. So Father is saying here that really blessed families, we are the ones that can really open the way, the gates to the kingdom of heaven. So we have the key. So this can take place on the foundation of joint blessing, the spirit world and the physical world in complete unity and oneness. So which has been established on the worldwide level. So thus the kingdom of heaven, which has remained vacant for millions of years since the time of Adam and Eve, can be filled all at once. So through the blessed families that have received the blessing from true parents, we are holding the key. So now, true mother have opened the new level of really, now we understood that we are really the true citizens, blessed families, by completing our ultimate mission, becoming Chonbo family, that, all of us, this is our destiny, right? And then starting from us, true mother wanted all blessed families. And then from us, we will expand until all people can truly enter the kingdom of heaven, become treasure of heaven. This is really the amazing grace and blessing that we have received from true parents, and then through really tremendous effort and sacrifices of our beloved true parents, right? Truly amazing. So we are the ones holding the key. Aju? True Father said, you cannot go to the kingdom of heaven alone. So you cannot go to the kingdom of heaven alone. You can enter the gates of heaven only after you have your ideal object partner. In order for fallen human beings to enter, they must go through the history of restoration, the history of resurrection, and the history of recreation. I am giving you the blessing to open the gates of heaven. By establishing the blessing, I have opened wide the gates of heaven, which were closed to you. Though the gates are open, you cannot enter by yourself. Only families can enter. That's why without really our spouse and then our children, then we cannot really enter the kingdom of heaven. That's why even though true parents have opened the gates through the blessing, without our families, that's why without, people, if people continue to live alone, then they cannot go to the kingdom of heaven. So that's why true parents open, given us the blessing to open the gate for us to build a family, right? And then that is the qualification of going to the kingdom of heaven. Without a family, then an individual cannot go to the kingdom of heaven. Aju? So we can only enter the gates of heaven only after we have our ideal object partner, Father said. So that's why in order for fallen human beings to enter, they must go through the history of restoration, resurrection, and recreation. So these are the processes, right, that true parents have, given us, opening the way until the day that we can recreate ourselves. Then through the blessing, we can, perfect ourselves as a man and then as a woman. Then it opens the way for us, and then to really build the family, and then that is the way that we can go to the kingdom of heaven. So all people, right? So starting from us, blessed families, we are starting the model, showing the model in our community. So that all people, this is the desire of a heavenly parent, this is the desire of true parents, that all people can go to the kingdom of heaven. That's why really education, continuous education, our work together with the government now is truly important. Doing this alone, we cannot do it, and it takes a long time. But if we really, work together this time, especially with the government, then we can advance tremendously, Aju, and then we can really save our young people. We can help them prepare to enter in this very important relationship, which is really, the key to enter the kingdom of heaven. Building a family that is centered on our Heavenly Parent through, the blessing that Heavenly Parent has bestowed to humanity. Father said, you need to have sons and daughters. So in other words, you need to have sons and daughters and enter the kingdom with them. Yours is a historical family with historical fruits and accomplishments. So since God's 6,000-year history of restoration went through the eras of the first Adam and second Adam and the third Adam, you need to go through 3 sons. And those 3 sons need to have their own object partners. Then you can enter the gates of heaven as a family. So Father is emphasizing here that we need to have children. We need to have children. Actually, anyway, this is long time already that was given by Father. Father is emphasizing here, we need to have 3 sons. Like restoring the 3 eras of the first Adam, second Adam, and third Adam. So really, to have children is most important. That's why in our movement, those who cannot, bear a child, true parents has opened the way, right? That's why when I'm reading, Father's guidance, that's why Father organized Trinity. Actually, this Trinity needs to become completely one. Whatever difficulties the other family has, other families needs to be able to help. Even with, those families who doesn't have children. And then the members of the Trinity also is the responsibility to help other families who cannot bear a child. This is also the responsibility to help, or to offer, in order for other family who wouldn't have a child, can have their own sons and daughters. So this is really important, right? So having sons and daughters, Father said, so we really absolutely need, we need to have sons and daughters. And also, how can we develop our hearts without children? Our children will be the ones that can, help us develop truly our parental heart. That's why we need sons and daughters, Father said, in order to enter the kingdom of heaven. And then together with them, we enter together the kingdom of heaven. That's how important it is, having sons and daughters. That's why, we need to have sons, also daughters. Father mentioned also to, heart, the heart of, parent towards a daughter is like, different, to understand that kind of heart. Also with the sons, it's different, right? So that's why, especially now, we are really blessed. Young members, actually now we are encouraged to, even build our own family even earlier than before in the past, because of, the foundations that they need to lay. Plus families started actually family quite late, already in their 30s, some. That's why not so many can have, a lot of children. But this time, because of all the foundations that was laid, right? We're even being encouraged to start our family even at younger age, right? So we have the opportunity because of the great sacrifices of our two parents, the elders, our leaders who came before us. So now, young generations now are truly blessed. We have all this, amazing grace already that was given to our generation, and even the education now, right, that we are receiving. So like everything is already provided for us. So meaning we have the great opportunity to really build that family that the Heavenly Parent desire, right? And then we can have, a lot of children if possible, right? We can have. So this is really the great grace that we have received because of all the sacrifices and foundations, especially of our beloved true parents until this time, right? So Father said, only in this way can a unified world come about. So heaven is a place that people from both the spirit world and physical world can enter through the gates of true parents' love. If Adam and Eve had not fallen and had entered heaven as loving true parents, their family would have become the model for all families. Thus, God's original model family would have entered heaven. In this case, all families that were connected to the love of the realm of the royal family, inheriting this tradition through history, would be like branches sprouting north, south, east, and west from the one central trunk. That is why they all would have entered heaven according to the law of integration. Only in this way can a unified world come about. So really centering on our beloved true parents, right? So we are all like actually connected in this through the family of true parents as the model family, God's original, model family. So we are all connected here, all families. We are like, sabi ni Father, we are like trunks that are connected, from east, from west, from, every direction. So since we are all connected, so Father said, that is why they all would have entered heaven according to the law of integration. So because we become one, centering on our beloved true parents and even bringing the physical world and spiritual world together. So only through this way, Father said, that a unified world can come about. That's why we need to connect all families, right? So we are the extension of true parents, families. So through true parents, we were born as Basano families. Now we became Chonbo families. We are all Chonbo challengers now. We are all connected to true parents, right? So our mission now, that's why we are now reaching our tribe, at least 430 families, right? So each one of us, and then also nurturing our 3 couples, 12 couples, 43 couples in our tribes, and then multiplying continuously. Also, they are going to build their own tribe, right? So until all families can be connected. So this is the way Father said, centering on God's original model family, centering on true parents' family, that all people can be connected like a branch of a tree. And then in this way, then a unified world can come about. A Jew? That's why truly we are the ones holding the key, the blessed of families. So that this world can become kingdom of heaven by connecting all families, reaching them out, educating them, and living together with them, centering on our beloved true parents. This is the time that really kingdom of heaven can be realized. A Jew, and then unified world can come about, centering on really connecting all families of our community, in our nation, and of the world. A Jew, that's why blessed families, we are the ones who are holding the key. That's why becoming blessed, receiving the blessing, this is not only for our families, but together with this is great responsibility to expand and share the blessing. That's why we cannot just, live comfortably as blessed family. We have to sacrifice more than anyone, right? By expanding the realm of the blessing, by sharing the blessing that we have received until all people can be connected. That's why true parents have given us, at least very clear responsibility, at least 430 families. So already we have blessed them. But now, how can we be able to really educate them continuously? That's why actually our lifetime is maybe not even enough to do this, right? Our short life on earth. That's why how can we, really do and really focus and fast track? Also educating, maybe starting from 1 couple, really 3 couples, raising them up to, the same, to become like us, so that we can multiply people that can, educate our entire tribe, our 430 couples, our 430 families. So once we, really make that and raise them up like that, and then can you imagine 430 families, we can really connect really to true parents, following the same tradition. Because only one tradition later on, heavenly tradition that true parents have taught us and has brought to this world. There's only one tradition. So how can these 430 families follow the same tradition the way we do? Aju, this is really our very clear mission that we need to do at least 430 families. Actually, it's really not easy, very challenging. Already, even how long time we completed our 430, but when we, really come to think about it, how many already are really following the same way? Actually, it really takes, really life and death to do this mission, to educate them and really help them live in the same way and tradition that true parents have, given to us. Aju, that's why through this way, true mothers continuously guiding us and encouraging us. No matter what, sabi ni true mother, as long as I am on earth, everything is possible. Right? We can do everything, actually. That's why if we just really unite and really put our effort and our determination, we can truly educate these 430 families and really connect them, and they can really become like our branch, right? And then continue to multiply until all families of our community, of our nation, and then the whole world can be connected. Aju, and then finally, a unified world, kingdom of heaven, can be realized on earth. Aju, that's how important our mission is as placental families. That's why, despite a lot of difficulties this time, a lot of challenges that we are experiencing, many things actually, especially also in our nation, many things that we are, overcoming. That let's try to really, open our hearts more and understand every difficulties. If we can understand how also God wanted to help us. Not only, especially in difficult times. That's the time can we, open more our mind, our heart, and really try to, listen from Heavenly Parent. And then through that difficulty, what is the thing that Heavenly Parent wanted to teach us, right? In every situations now we are facing a lot of challenges. Relationship, many situations. But let's try to really open our mind and our heart, and then really try to see how Heavenly Parent is guiding us, wanting us to, overcome and to really, see the right path where we are going and to really improve things. That's why during this time of pandemic, right? Really, this is also great opportunity for us as placental families, as brothers and sisters, to really, clearly see and know and understand and feel where Heavenly Parent wanted to lead me, especially as placental family, right? So that, later on after this, everything can go back to, the way we are doing before. Everything will be open and more easy again. Then we can advance forward and truly realize Heavenly Parent's dream, especially really building substantial kingdom of heaven by 2027. This is True Mother's goal, and really in True Mother's lifetime. That's why True Mother is investing everything and be able to really complete everything while she is on earth. Aju, that's why we are truly blessed and really grateful for Heavenly Parents and True Parents giving us this great chance and opportunity. Let's really work together as one, right? And really realize kingdom of heaven. So let's continue to, be grateful in any situation, despite the difficulties that we are facing. There will always be, learning in all these difficulties, and will really help us become more stronger and become more, really ready to advance forward together with our beloved True Parents and really realize kingdom of heaven in our nation and in the world. Aju, so let's really march forward as placental families, as Chonbo families and Chonbo challengers. Let's really bring victory to our Heavenly Parent and True Parents. Aju, so with this, I would like to offer my gratitude, Heavenly Parents and True Parents. Thank you very much once again. Thank you very much, beloved brothers and sisters. May Heavenly Parents and True Parents' love always be upon you and your families. Please stay safe and healthy always. Maraming salamat po.
Okay, thank you very much, our national leader. Indeed, receiving the blessing is a responsibility. I once read Father's guidance. He said, once you are blessed, you are at the gates of the kingdom of heaven. Going through the kingdom of heaven. You have to through it. So, we have to bring our family along. Ngayon naman sabi, we have to bring our tribe. No, so we really have to grow. No, going to the kingdom of heaven, bringing our family, our Abel family, as well as our tribe, will really makes us grow in hearts. We could really become like true parents. We could inherit their hearts. So thank you once again. Let's give our national leader a warm applause. Thank you very much. Now it's time to share reflections. So first, I would like to call on one of our member here in Davao region. Would like to call on Ma'am Ruth Jano. Ma'am Ruth,
Yes, ma'am.
yes, take it away.
Yes, good morning, everyone. I'm so blessed for this morning for I have given the task to share my reflection. So as I heard the message, uh, I'm so touched with the sayings that we can't enter into heaven without bringing our family. Before, I did not understand yet what is the blessed couple, but through Kuya Jojo Gomez, I really understand now what is the meaning of blessed couple. It is the spirit combined with the physical world, the entire family, and we should bring also our children. So we must to live what is what is in our hearts being as a blessed couple. And also I'm so touched with the sayings of our speaker that if we can enter into the gate of heaven if we will bring the other partner in life. So we can only enter into heaven with the true partner in our life, the true husband. So Kuya Ju, I'm so very glad to meet you, and I'm so honored that you are teaching me the real blessed couple in real life. Kuya Juju, thank you so much because you are there always with me to live with the words that I can't forget. I must to live in real life that I must to be stick into my only husband who is passed away so that I can enter into the gate of heaven. So thank you with also with my children. So I must to mold my children into a blessed children with the true heavenly parents. So thank you for this wonderful morning that I gained some very more knowledge about this blessed couple through this morning devotion, Hondoki. So to all of us, thank you for the great knowledge that you have given to me. Once again, I can't forget that I can enter into the heaven, the gate of heaven, without bringing my family. And with bringing another man in life, I should not do that one. Kuya Jojo, thank you. And that's all. Good morning to everyone.
Thank you, Ma'am Ruth. What a strong reflection. No, no. So thank you very much. Now let us hear another reflection. Let's welcome our honorable, one of our Chongbo couple here in Davao region. Let us welcome our Ate Nobue Caballero.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, national leaders, and then good morning, brothers and sisters. I'm very grateful today that I can join this morning devotion with Zoom, and then I can hear about Father's word and also uh, the brothers and sisters uh, reflection and everything. But I'm very happy to hear that Mom Ruth reflection today because she is one of our tribe blessed couple that I always thinking that how we can show and we can let them understand about our two parents, heavenly parents more, and then also tradition. So it's not easy to join every day to the morning devotion. They have their own different life schedule, but I and then also that our place in Tanabunturan is uh, sometimes no good signal, especially this time that many rains that really difficult to attend by online, but we are very grateful that she can join. I I want to share that the two things from this morning, uh, the Father's word. The first things is um, we are a national leader mentioned about our blessed couple, and then also about the God can dwell, that uniting husband and wife. Uh, it's not really easy that always experience every couples, even myself. But we are always thinking that how how we can unite. It's not easy, but the most important things that how we can unite husband and wife. The first, we have to unite that our mind and body, because we always focus thinking that how we can love each other, the husband and wife. But if our mind and body is not unite, it's not really easy to unite husband and wife. So because there is a if there is a difficulties to understand or unite husband and wife, we are really always thinking ourselves first, not live for the sake of others. We think about ourselves first. You, that is the cause that we can really cannot unite with husband and wife. That's why I really always every day realize that we have to unite husband and wife, but first that we really have to unite our mind and body. And then also another things that we I I realized that from this morning Father's word, because now that uh, true mother is really um, working very hard internally and externally. Of course, our true father, when he was in this world, of course, our true parents, really very working hard. Even the situation is very difficult, not like now that always persecution and many difficulties, even that they are really the second coming. But this time, the True Parents Victorious Foundation, that many world leaders of the churches are unite with the True Mother. Many people are really recognize our True Parents, then follow their teaching. But how about us, that heavenly parents and true parents is really all our blessed couple, blessed families to really um, follow and practice that our tradition, and then we can really show that what is really the life that centering on true parents and heavenly parents and true parents. So our responsibility is very big and great, but our self is not really uh, enough for that very big responsibility. But always that I feel that it's not easy to fulfill our responsibility, myself and also my family. But I really want to forward to really take our responsibility as daughter of heaven parents and the parents, and also the family centering on heavenly parents and the parents. And also the lastly that I want to mention that I am very happy that our MC today, that Ate Jean Fentes, that because I really remember that Ate Jean is really working very hard to bring her family here. That's why I'm very grateful and very happy that now Ate Jean is one of the Chombo couple, and then now here with us as MC, because that I really learned from Ate Jean, because it's really she wanted to bring her family here uh, in front of heavenly parents and true parents. That the why she can do is she really continue, never give up to pray and uh, offer the sincerity. So we really understand and realize that what the true parents teaching us, that God is exists, and if we pray and believe, always that God give us the blessing. And congratulations to Ate Jean for the bring your family here, and also same time to be a Chombo couple. And thank you very much everything that I have time to share today. Thank you very much, having parents and true parents, national leader, and brothers and sisters. Good morning, everyone.
Thank you, Ate Nobwe. Nahiya ako. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Indeed, indeed. We'll just stick with our faith. We could really be successful in our, we could really be able to bring fruits with our determination. So thank you so much. Thank you. I've seen somebody raising their hands in the Zoom, wanted to really share. So I would like to call on our brother from Japan, Doki Alan Kadano.
Okay. Am I audible? Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I'm so grateful to once again be a part of this Hondo Talk. But as Davao is hosting, it tickles me. Well, my sharing is part of that being a Trinity. And on that Trinity, as mentioned by our national leader, it is within or among the Trinity that we can help each other, like sharing, offering a child. This is really a big, not issue, but really a big offering. But in my reflection, it started with Abraham. And Abraham has to offer his son. Imagine, tatadtarin mo sarili mong anak. Ang sakit nun. Another thing is also about Moses. When her mother has to swim with Moses on the basket and offer her to another woman, the princess. What do you think about the feeling of the mother, the feeling of the father? This is one very big thing in my heart now, because most of, not most, some of my spiritual children or spiritual grandchildren, spiritual great-grandchildren, did it. They offer also their son or their daughter, and I was just so astonished how they did it. I mean, how they overcome the pains. The mother, the father, offering it to somebody else. how much pain do they have to overcome? How much pain do they have to really offer from their heart? Di ba? Basta sobra pa sa yung manganganak, yung mother, iri ng iri, pusta niya yung buhay niya. And after that, she'll be offering it to another couple. It's a really big sacrifice. And how about the Trinity relationship? Do they sustain the relationship of being a Trinity to help each other, to love each other, to help each other? This is also one thing I was taking a look also, because as the child grows up, child going to the matching, going to the blessing, how about if he or she realize that there is a Trinity parent in her life or in his life? That's one thing to reflect on too. Thank you, Davao. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Alan. Thank you for your sharing your thoughts. No? So, I would like to give one more. I would like to call one more. Last na talaga to. I hope the headquarters, the host will allow me. I would really don't want to want anybody who wanted to share. So I would like to call on our brother Ernest Toilano.
Okay, so sana may kunti pang time, so I want to just share to give reflection about the morning Hundokit Day. So I think 2 or 3 days na hindi po ako nakapag-join. So the topic today is about blessed family. So first, I would like to thank you for being part of this Heavenly Parents Holy Community as a blessed families actually. So we are so grateful and thankful na tayo po ay naging isang blessed family. So ito gusto ko rin pong magbigay pasalamat sa lahat ng mga blessed family na nag-offer po ng prayer sa aking anak, na kung saan ay na-admit po ng 3 days, almost 3 days. Very shocking po na at the age of 13, so nagkaroon po ng operation yung aking bunsong anak. So I would like to share my deep realization sa nangyari po sa aking anak. So every day, almost every day, I couldn't stop na ako po ay maiyak sa nakikita ko po sa sitwasyon ng aking anak. So, but when I observed my daughter, I could really have a deep realization. I could really feel the heart of heavenly parents. So, as a father, as a parents, kung may nangyari po sa anak nyo, talagang you want to try to save your children. And then you can do everything. So, my realization is, ganun din yung heart ni God. Na-feel ko yung heart ni God since Adam and Eve ay nag-fall. So hindi niya, God is desperately na gusto niya na masave ang lahat ng tao. And then ganun din yung feeling ko na paano ko masave yung anak ko. So habang binamasdan ko yung aking anak, so naiyak ako. So, ang sabi ko sa sarili ko, ganun din yung feeling ni God na ang lahat ng tao, since lahat tayo anak ni Heavenly Parents, lahat na naghihirap, nakikita na naghihirap, ayaw din makita ni God yan eh. So, yung heart na feel ko yung heart ni Heavenly Parents. Ang sabi ni True Father is, you should love your spiritual children more than your physical children. So nagkaroon din ako ng determination that I should be more serious and sincere how to raise up, guide all the HTM blessed couple. Because we just live, baga physical life lang ito eh, may lahangganan. Pero kung ang tao ay namatay without knowing heavenly parents and true parents, it's more difficult. Mas mahirap. So our children, spiritual children, is our spiritual children. We need to love them more than our physical children. So kung hindi po natin sila ma-raise up, ma-educate, so mas lalong kawawa sila. Kung naawa ko sa situation ng anak ko, so dapat ganun din pala yung heart natin na kaawaan din natin. Paano natin ma-save natin yung ating mga spiritual children. So nung pag-uwi ng anak ko,
Loped, ikaw ba yan mag-closing prayer?
pag-uwi ko, halos 3 days lang kami na nag-stay sa hospital. Yung feeling ng aking mga anak at ang aking asawa, parang isang buwan na hindi nila nakasama yung aming bunsong kapatid. Imagine, for thousands of years na si Heavenly Parents ay naglulong na makita, makabalik ang kanya na. So yun po yung aking realization. So kaya ako din po ay naglubos na nagpapasalamat at mayroon tayong community na ganito na nagdadamayan. So siguro malaking tulong, naniwala ko na malaking tulong yung pag-offer ninyo ng prayer kasi sa second day pa lang ng anak ko ay medyo malakas na siya, nagawa niyang tumayo. So kaya lang nung third day talaga, pinilit ko po na talagang makalabas na kami kasi habang tumatagal po lumalaki yung bills namin. Hindi po talaga, unexpected po talaga yung nangyari sa anak ko kahit yung mga doctors, hindi makapaniwala kung paano yung continuous pa rin yung kanilang research kung ano talaga yun. So anyway, so yun lang po ang aking i-reflect as a being blessed family. So, and then yung aking heart na I could really feel yung heart ni Heavenly Parents sa situation na nangyari po sa amin. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, Brother Ernie. So, kanina, I don't want to deny yung mga gusto mag-share. So, I did call them all. So, wala na, no? So, thank you very much for those who share their reflections. Ate Ruth, Ate Nobwek, Duki Alan, and Brother Ernie. Thank you so much for sharing your heart. So si Ma'am Ruth talagang oozing with inspiration. Okay, so before we will close, I would like to ask if there's any announcements from our main host. Kung wala na, then let's close. Let's end. Okay. There's an announcement. So I'll give
Good morning, all
the
our
Zoom
leaders, brothers,
to
and
our
sisters.
host.
Here are the news and announcements. We are inviting everyone, our leaders, brothers, and sisters, to join the 3rd PCLC Online Fellowship in celebration of the Week of Prayer for Christian Unity 2022 today at 2 p.m. Manila time. You can watch it live on the official PCLC Facebook page and on YouTube. So register now by scanning the QR code on your screen or asking your local regional leaders for the registration link. See you all this afternoon. Next, today also is the start of the 12-day Yojong Leadership Training Program 8 batch. All Chonbo families are encouraged to send participants. There is a registration fee of 300 pesos. For more information, please contact Ms. Mary Rose Tormes or Ms. Jennifer Quasito. And also, This coming January 29, 2022 is the next schedule of the Chonbo Leaders School with Professor Gill. For more information, kindly contact Miss Crystal Parson. And next, there will be a National Sunday School for prep level to junior high school students this coming Sunday, January 30, 2022 at 9 a.m. For more information or to register, please contact Mrs. Kayo Halog at 0967-246-9149. Next, the National Education Department will have another 7-day series Divine Principles Seminar on February 1 to 7 with registration fee of 210 and 12-day series Divine Principles Seminar from February 1 to 12 with 400 pesos registration fee. We encourage all leaders and blessed families to send participants. For queries, please contact Ms. Marvic Advincula or Mr. Herbin Kalinawan. And we would like also to remind all our blessed families and members about the Unification Fund for a Heavily Unified Korea. This is to spread the peace movement beyond the national level to the world. All blessed families and peace-loving citizens from all over the world is asking their support through this Unification Fund. For all blessed families and members, at least $20, and for Peace Associates, at least $20. The deadline for making donations is February 13, 2022. And for those who can donate more than $1,000, a Heavenly Unified Korea 14-karat gold medallion will be presented as a commemorative gift. You may send your precious donations to the following bank accounts. We have BPI dollar account for dollar donation and PNB peso account for peso donation. Next, in celebration of our beloved true parents' birthday, the international headquarters is requesting a special donation to commemorate the 9th anniversary of Foundation Day, as well as other major events such as the World Summit 2022. All leaders and blessed families and members are requested their support through this donation. For blessed families, at least $25, and for single adults, at least $10. The deadline for donation is February 6, 2022. You can send your precious donations to the following bank account. We have BPI dollar account and PNB peso account. Please don't forget to send a copy of the transaction receipt to our accounting staff, Mr. Sandy Ibo, through his messenger. That's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for the announcements. I hope everyone are guided. So before we will go to the closing prayer. Let me give thanks to those who made this morning service, morning devotion with me a success. So from those members from Davao region, of course, my daughter who do the reading, and also Joy Diocades for your opening, for your offering presentation, to Andy for his 10 points of gratitude, and to those who share. Thank you very much. But most of all, thank you to our national leader for the another day of great inspiration. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So to end, I would like to call on one of our Chongbo couple to give the closing prayer, Honorable Pedro Del Var.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, go ahead, Ben.
Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay. So let us pray. Sarang sinon, cham pumunim, sarang mida kam sahamida. To our victorious great heavenly parents, the Almighty God, the creator of heaven and earth and humankind. Our victorious true parents of heaven and earth and humankind. Truly, we are so grateful having another great moment with you today. Giving a chance when we be able to participate this morning devotion, or in this tradition, we receive so much blessing from the words that we receive. The words of love, guidance, and protection. The words of inspirations in which could give and determination, abilities that entrusted by our victorious true parents. To all of us, as blessed central families. Today's message is truly heartfelt, breaking into our mind when truly heavenly parents, this is your hopes, this is your dreams, and the dreams and hope of our true parents. Their true parents said that they are proud of all these blessed central families. We pray that really heavenly parents, we will continue marching forward in spite of these challenges that we are now living in these days of this pandemic. This is only a challenge in our lives of faith, in which truly, Father, we wanted to really support our true mother, who continuously and tirelessly working so hard in the front line, guiding all of us, inspiring all the leaders of the world. That vision 2027 can truly substantially achieve and victoriously, triumphantly be celebrated. And we pray that heavenly parents, as your children, all these blessed children families and Chombo families can truly be united more and more every day to really support our true mother in this crusade, in this vision, in spite of these challenges that we are now facing, heavenly parents. Because this is the only way when really heavenly parents, we can comfort your heart. And we can comfort the heart of our true parents. Watching this world, watching all humanity under in these suffering circumstances. You long to live with your children, and now the great foundation established by our true parents, heavenly parents, we could truly fulfill our task to support our true parents. Heavenly parents, please allow us to do more, to contribute for the providence, especially, Father, heavenly parents, that we are now living in this final dispensation of this providence, that we are really hoping that it can really substantially establish in the eyes of each and everyone, that all of us will truly live in this heavenly kingdom as you've been dreaming of, as the cherished hope of humanity. Thank you so much once again, Heavenly Parents, for all this grace, for all this blessing that we receive from you through our victorious true parents. And we cannot ask you more except to really express our deepest gratitude and try our very much to fulfill this task. I would like to offer all things to you and pray truly from the bottom of our hearts in behalf of all the blessed central families. In our names, Pedro Noel Bar, Blessed Central Family at Chumbuko po. Aju.
Aju. Aju. Let's have our closing prayer, everyone. Aju. Aju. Thank you so much, everyone. Our morning devotion has ended. Have a great day today. From the words of our national leader. Have a great day today. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining. Hello, Leo and Rhoda.
Hello, good morning. Good morning, Labuturan.
Thank you,
Hello.
Bye.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Have a very nice day.
Thank you very much.
Good morning po.
Good morning, NLTP.
Maray na aga po.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Hello, Leo. Hello, Rhoda.
Good morning, NLTP.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you po, NL.
Good morning, Kuya Ruel. KSP Bicol. Good morning, Ate Crystal. Annyeonghaseyo.
Hello, Arlen Fernandez.
Good morning po.
Ohayo gozaimasu.
Dito po kami ngayon sa Bicol.
Good morning,
Good morning, Bicol. Good morning po.